All right. Okay. So I told you we're going to have a special guest on the show, and intentionally I didn't let the cat out of the bag. So it's time to let you in on who we're going to be talking to on the show tonight. A fast rising star. Take it what by storm, I dare say. He's someone we're going to be talking about today. A striker who's been putting a lot of goals against his opponents. Philip Otele joins us tonight. We'll be talking about a whole lot of things, his career, his journey from Port Harcourt to Lithuania, and a lot of stops all the way. And now everybody's talking about him, reading about him. Greetings to you, Philip. Thanks for joining us on the show.
Thanks for having me.
All right, so I'm fascinated. I must say I'm fascinated with your story. I mean, I've read through, you know, like I jokingly said, from Port Harcourt to England to Lithuania, that you're here now, and with your new club, you're doing a lot of big things. But I'm curious to ask you this question. How did it all start for you? I know a lot of boys love football. I mean, 90% of us love football. But for you, how did it all start?
I always loved football since when I was a kid, and all my brothers, my dad, they were all into football, so it was easy for me to like pick up from there. I always used to follow my brother when I was young to like the pitches on Saturdays, to be honest. And when I went to school as well, I always used to play football for like the school team. I always used to play for like my street team as well whenever I go back home. And yeah, that's just how I fell in love with the sports. And
okay,
basically that's my story.
All right. There's a unique thing about you that we always preach about on this side of the fence, which is having a blend, education and sports. And you've been able to do that. You're a well-rounded person. You've been able, even before going pro, you've been able to sort out your education. So before we talk about what's happening with your league and the goals you've been putting in, how challenging was that, balancing, you know, both sides, your education and sports, and going pro and doing all the big things you're doing now?
To be honest, it was really challenging for me because in my head, I always put football first, but I know deep down that having a degree would be like a good thing. So it was really challenging, you know, like having games on Saturday, having games on Wednesdays, and also having to go to like lectures and like go to the library to like catch up and everything. It was really challenging, but I had to do it. It was a good experience at the end of the day. I enjoyed university. I enjoyed like balancing like schoolwork with like football work. So everything was good, but it was really challenging.
All right, I'm also interested, you know, in asking, you know, the journey took you from England, now in Lithuania with Kauna, Zalgiris. How did you navigate your way? Was that where you always wanted to be, or there were some decisions along the line?
Because I always used to play for like a team in like back in England, Wolverhampton FC, and I was getting like some attention playing for them. And then I realized that like playing in England professionally would like be a challenge because of like the work permit issues that they always have with like Nigerian players, with African players, and there's like a certain requirements. And at that moment, I didn't like have the requirements, so it was hard. So at the time, my manager helped me, which was Mr. Tope. So he had like a connection with like the Lithuanian team, Kauno Žalgiris, and all. And when I graduated, it was like easy to like. Obviously, I had to go for trials there, and then they accepted me, and that's the story basically.
All right.
I had to graduate first, and then I moved.
But I must tell you, it was a very good decision, because now you're banging in goals. Everybody's looking at you. They pay you attention. And I don't know, maybe you've tried it. You type your name on the internet, it comes up a lot of information about you. And so I guess it was a good decision. So, I mean, how challenging is, you know, coming from England, going to Lithuania? Any difference? How challenging is the league?
obviously, like the level here is higher because in England I wasn't playing professionally, so I can't compare. I can't compare it that much. But the level I was playing in England was lower than this level. So professional football is obviously it's faster, it's tougher, it's more physical. But I feel like I've risen up to the challenge well, and I'm kind of like used to it now.
All right, all right. So I know that all your story, like I said earlier, fascinating, interesting, and you know some of our viewers are already seen some of the clips, some of your goals. I know players do have targets that they set for themselves, and you're a young
Yeah.
guy. You're just 22. There's still a lot of football playing time ahead of you. So if I ask you, what's the target? Say in the next 5 6 years, what would it be?
Um, I want to play like in one of like the top divisions in Europe, like
Mm-hmm.
it's same in England, it's same in Germany, it's same in France, and I just want to do. I want to play Champions League football as well, and I've always supported Arsenal, so playing for Arsenal would be my dream. That's one of my aims to play for Arsenal, and also to play for the Nigerian national team, to play for Super Eagles. That's one of my dreams. I know there's a long way to go, but I know I'm gonna be ready for it soon.
Yeah, I would have asked you if you didn't say that because I know most footballers would always say they would love to play for their national team. So I'm not really surprised that I'm hearing that. All right, so let's talk a little about before we let you go. Let's talk a little about the Lithuanian league and currently where you are. I mean, you're doing great and you're scoring a lot of goals, and within that context I mean, what are the things you hope to achieve that will signal to you that, okay, since I've done this, I can move to the next level?
I think at the moment I just need to keep my head down. I need to keep on performing like the way I'm performing now, and the move is going to come. I feel if I just continue doing what I'm doing now, continue playing, continue scoring, continue like helping my team with assists and with goals, I feel the move is going to come sooner rather than later.
All right, so that's a good place to leave it. I wish you all the best in all that you do. Hopefully, some other time we'll have this conversation. So, we've been speaking with Philip Otele, a fast rising star in Lithuania. Thanks for your time.
Thank you.